What if the mountain dream, crisp air, endless trails and stunning views, wasn't just for millionaires? For many, retiring to a quiet cabin among the peaks feels out of reach. We see the price tags in places like Aspen or Jackson Hole and think it's impossible. But what if there's another way? Tonight we explore 10 towns where your retirement savings can stretch, and nature is your backyard. These aren't just pretty places, they come with real trade-offs. We'll look at the beauty, but also the infrastructure, healthcare, and economic realities. You'll hear from people who made the leap, their triumphs and regrets. And by the end, we'll reveal a hard truth about the fragility of budget mountain retirement. This is the real story of retiring in the mountains. Our journey starts in Mentone, Alabama, a tiny town atop Lookout Mountain. With a few hundred residents, it's peaceful and affordable. Perfect for retirees like Sarah, who cut her expenses in half by moving here. Life is tranquil, but isolation brings risk. The nearest major hospital is a long, winding drive away. Local clinics handle basics, but emergencies mean precious minutes lost on rural roads. Attracting and keeping medical services is the town's biggest challenge. The small population can't support big city infrastructure. So would you trade convenience for peace? For some, the answer is yes. For others, it's too risky. Mentone offers serenity, but demands a gamble with your health. This is the first trade-off in budget mountain retirement. Next, we head to Wallace, Idaho, a former silver boom town in the Bitterroot Mountains. Here, history and wilderness meet, homes are cheap, and adventure is everywhere. Frank, a retired mechanic, bought a historic building for less than a new SUV and spends his days exploring and socializing. But Wallace's charm comes with aging infrastructure, old water mains, constant road repairs, and a small tax base. Winters are harsh. The town can be cut off for weeks, making self-sufficiency essential. Stocking up and prepping isn't a hobby, it's survival. The question: is solitude worth the logistical headaches and isolation? Wallace offers rugged independence at a low price, but demands resilience. Are you seeking simple solitude, or can you handle true isolation? Here, the dreamers are separated from the residents. In the Ouachita Mountains, Hot Springs, Arkansas offers affordable living, historic charm, and therapeutic mineral baths. Retirees like Eleanor find wellness and low property taxes here. But the town's economy relies almost entirely on tourism. When visitors stay away, city services and jobs suffer. For retirees, this means uncertainty. Your budget and services depend on a stable tourist season. Part-time work is mostly low-wage and seasonal. The question: can your retirement weather the ups and downs of a tourist economy? In Hot Springs, the balance between affordability and stability is always shifting. Dahlonega, Georgia, in the Blue Ridge foothills, looks like a movie set. Historic, charming, and affordable. David and Maria moved here for serenity and found their retirement funds stretched further. But cracks appeared: aging infrastructure, frequent power outages, and limited healthcare. The local hospital is small. Specialists are a 90-minute drive away. The town's slow growth means services lag behind demand. More retirees strain a system never built for a growing, aging population. The government faces a tough choice: raise taxes or defer maintenance. Would you trade convenience for rustic beauty? For some, the drive is worth it. For others, the anxiety isn't. Dahlonega forces you to weigh peace of mind against accessibility. Ellijay, Georgia, is even more rustic. Apple orchards, farms, and cabins define the landscape. Susan, a retired teacher, downsized to a simple cabin and found peace, until rural realities set in. Slow internet, long waits for repairs, and patchy utilities became daily frustrations. Essential services lag behind organic growth. What's charming on a visit can be inconvenient when it's your life. Downsizing means accepting small-town limitations. For some, this is community. For others, it's a barrier. Are you ready to embrace a smaller world of convenience? Cloudcroft, New Mexico sits at nearly 9,000 feet, a cool, forested escape from desert heat. Robert, a retired engineer, found relief from Phoenix summers here. But high elevation brings harsh winters and isolation. The single highway can close for days. The town shrinks in winter, and self-reliance is a must. Medical care is basic. Emergencies in winter are risky. Is your mountain retreat a year-round home, or just a summer fantasy? The peace is real, but so are the risks. In Cloudcroft, you're betting you can handle the extremes. Is the escape from heat worth the risk of being trapped by cold? Montana's wild beauty draws many, but towns like Bozeman are now out of reach for most. Mark and Linda settled in Butte, affordable, historic, and close to nature. But Montana winters are long and isolating, shaping daily life. The economy is seasonal, jobs and services dwindle in winter. Healthcare in smaller towns is limited, specialists are far away. The compromise, fewer services, and a tough climate for that big sky dream. Mark and Linda embraced winter sports and community, but admit it's not for everyone. Can you endure the long winter and limited economy for a perfect summer? In Montana, the dream comes with a price. Bisbee, Arizona, is a quirky high-desert town with a vibrant art scene and affordable living. George, a painter, found creative freedom here, but healthcare is a challenge. The nearest major hospital is a 2-hour drive away. The town's steep, narrow streets make daily life tough for those with mobility issues. What's charming to visitors can be an obstacle for aging residents. Are you willing to trade easy access to care for a rich, artistic life? For some, the Tucson tax is worth it, until health needs change. Bisbee asks, how much are you willing to gamble on your health? Near the Smoky Mountains, small towns around Knoxville offer a balance: nature and city services. Tom and Carol downsized to a cabin near Maryville, enjoying peace and proximity to top-tier healthcare. This isn't rugged isolation, it's strategic positioning. You get lower costs and access to shopping, airports, and hospitals. The trade-off: you're not deep in the mountains, and suburbia is close. The cost is higher than remote towns, but you gain peace of mind. Would you pay more for support or less for solitude? Tom and Carol chose support, and for them, it's worth it. Here, the calculation is about value, not just risk. What's your balance between nature and convenience? The Blue Ridge and Black Mountains of North Carolina are the heart of mountain retirement. Susan and John moved to Black Mountain for art, community, and beauty. But popularity has driven up prices and taxes, changing the character of these towns. Affordable cabins are now rare. Bidding wars are common. Retirees on fixed incomes face rising costs and a shifting community. The very charm that drew people in is being diluted. The bargain is becoming temporary, not permanent. The truth? Affordable mountain retirement is often a fleeting window. You may be a pioneer, but pioneers can be priced out. Is the dream sustainable, or just a moment in time? So, what have we learned? These mountain towns offer beauty and affordability, but always with trade-offs. Lower costs mean isolation, limited services, and fragile economies. Retirement here is a bet on your health, resilience, and the town's stability. The brochures sell serenity, but not the gamble. Are you ready to trade certainty for peace? It's a personal calculation. There's no single answer. Share your thoughts and stories below. In the mountains, peace comes at a price. Know it before you leap.